Sup guys, Ryu Hayabusa here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Was Trained by Ryu Hayabusa. This is part 17, and I'm surprised I've made it this far with this series. If anything, I'm surprised that it's gotten so popular, and I've gone this long. So, if anything, I want to thank you guys for enjoying this. So, yes. To all my subscribers, to all my fans of this What If, thank you. Thank you so much. With that shout out done, let's get into the recap with Izuku realizing that Sting was trained by the Black Spiders, and them choosing, and everyone in Class 1A choosing their hero names. With Izuku choosing the name Shinobi Ryu, being the Dragon Ninja, of course. Him taking his master's name. And Ayame telling Izuku to pair up with the agency that Hayato has created. Anyway, with that said, let's get into this. As Izuku goes with the agency and interns with Hayato, which his hero name is known as Omega, actually. As Izuku remembers that name, Omega, before, as soon after he enters a 4-story building. As he wonders, so this is the agency funded by Dorpatek that Master Hayato is using. Still surprised that he got a hero license in such a short amount of time. But I can't underestimate that corporation after all. As he enters the building as somebody downstairs, being a receptionist, saying, "Oh, you must be Izuku. Master Hayate has been waiting for you." Just wait and he'll be down here. As Izuku just sits down, and still with his hero costume, as he looks on his phone and wanted to see if everyone else is doing okay, as he remembers when they left the train station, as Aizawa gives them words to make sure that they take things seriously and don't act like their usual selves. Make sure to be mindful and respectful of the heroes that they work with. As they all leave to go to their separate agencies. As for Izuku, he goes to Ida saying, "Ida, I'm only going to say this once again. Please, don't do anything stupid. Don't try and seek out vengeance." As Ida saying, "Midoriya, I understand that you are worried about me. I truly do mean it. But you have nothing to worry about. I won't do anything that will get me in trouble, and especially the school as well. So, trust me." "Do you?" As Izuku saying, "Of course I do. However, I don't trust a person that's still grieving." As Ida saying, "I see. Well then, until we meet again, my friend." As both Ochako and Kendo, alongside Izuku, all have a worried looks on their faces. As for Ida, has a face of pure vengeance and hatred. As Izuku noticed this and knew that Ida was lying. As Izuku thinks this, Hayato was already right beside Izuku, saying, "It's not right to be daydreaming when things need to be done, Izuku." As he jumps up and says, "Lord Hayate, I am truly sorry. I didn't mean..." "Calm yourself. I'm only joking." As Hayate has a black outfit with a blue pattern and a hood, similar to that of his Dead or Alive 6 outfit. As he removes his hood, it's saying, "It's good to see you again, Izuku, and welcome to my hero agency." is saying, "It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to see you again too, my lord." As thinks, just because I'm the head of the Mugen Tenshin clan now, doesn't mean you have to treat me with such respect yet. Ryu doesn't, so you don't need to as well. But is saying, "Yes, sir." Hayato soon tells, "Come on, Izuku, let's head up. Let's talk in my office." As they take an elevator up to the 4th floor, as he asks, "So, why did you go in an agency? Most of all the sidekicks here are members of the Tenji clan, after all. So there's not really many startup heroes from hero schools currently here. At least only 2 or 3. That's all I know for sure." As Yuki's saying, "Can I ask for sure, why did you choose to make an agency? Especially with Dorpa Tech, after all?" As Hayato soon says, "Well, at first I was a little hesitant until Hilda said that she wanted to, well, bury the hatchet after everything that has happened between our self-respected families. So, what was the best thing she could do was offer a facility to allow me to work as a pro hero, to allow me to, well, do my job to protect the world. But where Ryu does it from the shadows, I do it in the public's eyes." As Izuku thinks, "That seems about right. The two of you are so close, but yet two of you are so different as well." As Hayato says, "Of course." As they exit the elevator, and soon Hayato says, "I originally asked Ryu if he wanted to join my agency, and knowing any that, I would most likely make him in charge. But you know what he said to me?" As Izuku saying, "I can only guess. That being, I would prefer doing things alone, Hayate, and keeping you and everyone else I care about from arm's reach." As Hayato say, "Right on the money, Izuku. You really are his student." As Izuku laughed a little bit. With that, Izuku asks, "So, why did you ask me to be part of this agency besides wanting to train me?" Hayato soon takes a seat and looks at Izuku as he says, "I get you know the real reason why, Izuku." As he explains, "Since Ayame is able to train you in UA, I unfortunately don't have my second in command to aid me by my side." As Izuku saying, "My apologies," and saying, "No need to apologize. If anything, surprisingly, Ayame was actually okay with doing such a thing. If anything, she wanted to train you more than anything. And I can see why." As Izuku laughs a little bit and also scratches the back of his head. With that, "I want you to be here, especially against the very person that threatens the safety of all heroes in Japan right now." As Izuku saying, "The hero killer?" Saying, "I figured, so you know. Big Sis Ayame already gave me the rundown, saying that the hero killer was trained by the Black Spider clan. Is that right?" Hayato just gave a nod, saying, "Then why me? Why would you choose somebody like me? You know I'm afraid of those bastards after my first experience with them. And that's the reason why. At first, all I wanted was to train you, and then you could leave the hero killer to me after your internship was over. But I had an encounter with Ryu during one of my night patrols," as he explained what Ryu wanted from Hayato. One flashback later, as Hayato is on patrol, Ryu soon steps in front of him, right as on a rooftop. As Hayato saying, "Ryu, can we talk?" I know you're on patrols, but saying, for you, my friend, any. As Ryu explains the reason why he wants him to train Izuku and to have him fight against Stain. As Hayato saying, I don't understand. You know that Izuku is afraid of that clan, and I know he hasn't had time to overcome that fear. And you want him to fight against a member of their clan, especially a member who's been killing heroes. Do you have any idea how dangerous that is, Ryu? Is saying, I know. It is. So why? To help him overcome that fear. Ever since he was young, he can't become a true dragon ninja if he doesn't overcome that fear against one of the Hayabusa family's most hated and most despised enemies. Please, I need you to do this for me. Hayate, please. As Hayate sighs and say, fine, I'll do this, but on one condition. You must temporarily work alongside my agency for the time being, and at least after Izuku is done with his internship with me. As Ryu saying, deal, and let's only make it a month. I don't plan on staying too long after all. As Ryu soon leaves, as Hayato soon says, you still can't be honest with yourself, Ryu. Even after Izuku was almost like a son to you. Is that he finished the flashback ends with Izuku shocked and surprised, feeling like he needs to take a seat after hearing that, saying that his master wants him to overcome his fear, even though all he's done is suppressed his emotions, and never thought that he would actually have to fight against a Black Spider clan before. As he thinks, you really think I can take down the hero killer? Or at least, as Hayate say, you don't have to take down the hero killer. All you need to do is fight him. Overcome that fear and hesitation that you have against them, and do it with your own strength. I will kill Stain with my own hands. As a hero, I can take the blame and fall for it. With that, it should be necessary. As Izuku saying, you sure about this? I am. Soon after, he is given a message from his secretary saying that his second intern has arrived. He's saying, good, send him up. As Izuku hears this saying, second intern? I thought it was just me. This one was there's another one sent by me. You were the first one by Ryu. Ayame has sent a second one for me to train. As the elevator's door opened, a boy with purple hair and bags under his eyes, as Izuku saying, Shinso! As Shinso soon screams, Midoriya? You're here too? As Hayate soon says, welcome Satoshi Shinso. I am an Omega, and I'm here and welcome to my agency for your internship. As soon after, Shinso soon explains the reason why he chose his agency. That's thanks to Izuku, that he was able to meet Ayame. And Ayame did teach him some basic ninjutsu, but since he barely trained his life, he was a little too didn't really work out so well. So, to help him still learn a bit of ninjutsu and the way of a ninja, she sent him to Hayate's hero agency, which would help him out a lot more easier. As he soon says, well, thanks, Midoriya. Well, it is good to see you too, Midoriya. And I still had to thank you for what you did for me back in the sports festival. If it wasn't for you, I think I would still be bitter. Even though I got into the hero course, it was more of a last-minute replacement, and I couldn't stand that. As Izuku says, hey, it's no pressure. It's understandable to feel like that, but if you do train to become a ninja, like me, then you're going to have to learn to control those emotions of yours. Find a way to suppress, you gotta learn how to suppress them. As Shinso soon says, if you say so. As soon after, well then, I think it's time we get to work now. As they say, work. If you both are going to be training, you're going to have to train hard to get to the point and level I am. As both of them have a surprised look on their face, Izuku says, but wait, Master Hayate, no disrespect, but I don't think you could. As soon after, he disappears as Izuku has a blade right behind his neck, with the same being for Shinso, as saying, the two of you still have a long way to go. Izuku, your reflexes and speed are phenomenal. You're already on the level of a pro hero. However, you're not on either me, Ayame, Kasumi, or even Ryu's level. You know that, right? As Izuku saying, I know I'm not. As Hayato soon looks at Shinso, saying, Shinso, you barely trained your life, all because you've been oppressed by Hero Society, which I can understand. Even so, you still should have did some training to figure out how to take on villains and your fellow heroes as well. Since you're way behind, your training will be a lot more intense and more physical than you working on your quirk. As Shinso saying, this is seriously terrifying. Midoriya was fast, but this guy, I didn't even knew he moved at all, and I was still staring right at him. As saying, these guys are like monsters, but they're still human after all, right? As soon after, Hayate removes his sword and his short sword from Izuku and Shinso's necks and resheaths them, as saying, you two come with me. On the second floor, we'll be doing almost all of our training there. So you'll better be prepared. Bring your hero costumes if you want to get used to it. As Izuku gets his hero costume, same thing goes for Shinso as well. As they head down to the second floor, the elevators open and they see an entire training floor, multiple members of the Mugen Tenshin clan training in martial arts, ninjutsu, stamina, focusing on strength and mind over matter, and even meditation as well, and weapon training as well. So, as Izuku is surprised that he's only seen the training of the Tenshin clan a couple of times when both Kasumi and Hayate were in the village to visit Ryu. They did give him some pointers, but that's it. As Hayato saying, Izuku, you're going to be training alongside me. The reason being, Ryu told me that you're good with your archery skills, but they're not that perfect. So I'll be helping you with that, and also working on your stealth skills too. As Izuku saying, wait, really? You've been trained by Ryu. You do know his stealth skills are non-existent sometimes. As Izuku saying, that's not entirely untrue. As Izuku begins feeling a little bit nervous. As he soon looks at Shinso and says, You'll be focusing more on stamina and physical training with a couple members of my agency. Just so you know, the training is going to be pretty fierce. I'll let you know about that, Shinso. Is saying, what did I get myself into? But I guess I can't stop here, after all. And that, their training begins now. As for everyone else in Class 1A, everything goes all pretty similar as canon after all. So nothing's really changed. However, there is one little difference. That being Stain. With him meeting with the League of Villains and seeing Shigaraki and Kurogiri meeting up with him. As he asks, what's the reason you brought me here? As they want Stain to join the League of Villains. As Stain says, I have no interest in joining a group like this. As Kurogiri saying, but do you not wish to rid the world of heroes? As he's saying, I wish to rid the world of fake heroes. Heroes that don't deserve the title of being heroes at all. As Stain asks, what is your conviction? What is the reason why why the League of Villains exist? Shigaraki soon says that the League of Villains' purpose is to destroy All Might and to destroy this hero society. I also destroy things I don't like. For example, this kid from UA, as he holds up a picture of Izuku during the sports festival, is saying, I don't really like him. It's because of him I lost my Nomu. If it wasn't for those, and also these two as well. As he shows blurry images of both Ryu and Momoji, is he think these two also piss me off just as much as All Might. So I want them gone as well. As he looks closely at the one with Ryu in it, saying, you think you could kill that man? You have another thing coming, you child. Saying, what? I've seen him a couple of times. He is the definition of death. You stand in his way, he'll make you wish that you were never born. You even look at him, or even spill one drop of innocent people's blood, he will slay you with no hesitation and end you without a second thought. As Shigaraki hears this, saying, how the hell do you know him? Who the hell is he? Tell me now. Saying, I have no reason to tell an insolent child that has no idea who he's trying to threaten to kill in the very photo he has. But I will tell you his name. His name is Hayabusa, champion of the second Dead or Alive tournament, and the bane of all evil in this world. As soon after, All For One hearing this, saying, Hayabusa, a name I haven't heard for such a long time. The last Hayabusa was Joe Hayabusa, the head of the clan, and yet, now I hear his son's now in charge of the clan, that being Ryu Hayabusa. Joe Hayabusa is dead, and his son is now taking up the torch of the true Dragon Ninja now. As All For One does nothing but smile, as he says, what will you do when you meet this man again, Tomura? Will you give in to your impulses of rage, or will you see how you can overcome one of the very people I could never kill? And that's it. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to hear them. And also like and subscribe, which really helps out my channel a lot. Also, check out my Discord, being Leon Mookie's What If, where you guys can talk with each other and also talk to me and ask me questions about my certain what ifs. At any rate, this is Leon Mookie, signing out. Later.
Hi everyone, this is White Fox. If you liked Leon's video, click the video on the left to see the most recent one. And if you want to see more of this, click the subscribe button and notification bell and check out his playlists. If you still haven't subscribed, do so in the center. With that said, I hope to see you again on my love's channel. Bye!